What's up, YTPC? Uncle Willie coming to you from the coop once again. Wet. Cushions are soaked. Had thunderstorms last night. Hell of a thunderstorm. Probably like an hour long. Everything is soaked. Smoking my, what is this? 310 KS Savinelli Eleganza Smooth Series. Got some nice bird's eye, small bird's eye on the side. In it is some Galwith and Hogarth Dark Plug, unscented. So now, with that being said, Lakeland, yay or nay? Think about it for a minute before I get started. Usually, most people, when you say Lakeland, they think of two manufacturers, which is the same manufacturer, really. Galwith and Hogarth and Sam Galwith. All of this information that I have is what I have gathered from the internet. So we know it has to be true. Keeping those two manufacturers in mind, any tobacco from these two blenders is a Lakeland by virtue of region. By virtue of region. They're from the Lakeland area in Cumbria, England. However, the famed Lakeland Essence is presented in only some of them, not all of their blends, even though they could all be associated as a Lakeland tobacco, not a Lakeland Essence. But the Lakeland Essence is kind of a perfumed, flowery flavoring used by G&H more than Sam Galwith. Okay. So that pinpoints right there that it's a perfumed flavoring, okay? Two beasts from the east, and I mean farther than just the East Coast. I mean on out there past the Atlantic Ocean. Beast number one. Lakeland Essence is only rose oil / geranium. That goes back to the beginning of the perfumed flowering flavor. Beast number two says Lakeland Essence expands farther than just the rose oil geranium, which comes to this. The following flavors are to be considered Lakeland. Before I read these off, if these flavorings are considered as Lakeland, a lot of people that don't like Lakeland like Lakeland. So the flavorings are as followed: alcohol, vanilla, licorice, geranium, honeydew, tonquin, clove, rose oil. Okay, rose oil and geranium would bring you back to the perfumed, flowery flavoring. The other, alcohol, vanilla, etc., would bring you back to the second beast of the east, saying that it's far more than just the rose oil. So there is another debate there. The Tonquin bean, they use the oil, extract the oil from the bean. The Tonquin bean tree grows 25 to 30 meters, and it needs soil that's rich in humus, not like the chickpea hummus. This is H-U-M-U-S. I guess that's pronounced hummus, maybe humus, I don't know. But not only does it need that rich soil of humus, it needs strong sunlight. So it grows up on mountains basically, and mainly in Brazil, Guyana, and Venezuela. That's not in the Lakeland district. By definition, essence is something abstract. You can't really say what it is. That's the beauty. We don't know what it is, so we just use the word to cover the fact we don't know what in the world we're talking about. I asked 3 different people from different walks of life, since that's what the Pike community is comprised of, people from different walks of life. I asked 3 people, what do you think of Lakeland? First one said soap. The second one said soap. Third one said perfume. Now ask them for their experience with Lakeland products. The one said, I've never had it. How can you say soap if you've never had it? Well, that's what I heard it tastes like. Hearsay. Never had it, but he don't like it. I bought some Bob's Square Cut that is supposed to be reminiscent of Bob's Chocolate Flake. It's not, nowhere near it. No, not whatsoever. I had a person smoke some of it, and he couldn't even smoke. He couldn't even get past the char light because of the Lakeland perfumed essence was there so strong. So where does Lakeland stop and where does Lakeland begin? Are we any more knowledgeable now with Lakeland than we were before the start of this video? I'm not. And I've read these over and over. I've been working on this for a couple days to do this as a topic. Now, we take the 1792 Flake from Sam Galwith. It has a tonka bean topping. It even says so in the description. A lot of people say, I like the Lakeland that's in the tonka bean. So there you go back to the other flavorings, alcohol, vanilla, blah, blah, blah. Wessex, Red Virginia Flake. I have a tin, never opened it. One of the last ingredients in it says rose oil. There we go back to the very first of the beginning of it with the perfumed flowery. So that's 2 different Lakeland essences. And the one Lakeland essence is from Sam Galwith, the 1792 Flake. People call that a Lakeland Essence. But when you ask them what Lakeland Essence is, they say soap. I'm confused. GLP Stonehenge. That was collaborated with John Galwith and GLP's Greg Peace, I think in 2002. So that's like 20 years ago. And PNC website, the description of Stonehenge includes Lakeland Essence in the ingredients. I have a tin of that, but I've never opened it. A friend of mine opened it, smoked it, and said he loves it. It's got the flower, or not a flower, he said a floral scent or a floral taste to it. Well, there's the Lakeland in that one. And last but not least, the Country Squire. You wouldn't think of them having Lakeland, not the Country Squire. Their blend White Rose Honey. From their website, it says, pronounced honey topping resembles tea over rum. The sophisticated pipe smoker will immediately appreciate the essence of Lakeland. Lakeland, yay or nay? Dark plug, unscented. I read a review where this guy bought a couple ounces of dark plug unscented and full Virginia Flake unscented. Said he couldn't smoke them because they were so Lakeland forward that made him sick. I've had Lakeland forward blends, Coniston cut plug, Bosom plug, Innerdale, and there was another one, and I haven't even smoked the Bob Square cut because it's so overwhelming with the aroma of the perfume from it. I'm smoking dark plug unscented, and there is no perfume and none of the 8 other toppings in this at all. No alcohol, vanilla, licorice, honeydew, tonkin, clove, nothing. I went on camera a month ago. First time I tried Bob's Chocolate Flake, I said that it had more clove taste and aroma than it did chocolate. And I said it must be the Lakeland in it, before I did any of this research about Lakeland and all. But then find out that it calls clove being a Lakeland. Was I right or was I wrong? I don't know. I still don't know. I know that if it says unscented, you're not getting any Lakeland in it. If it says scented, you're gonna get the perfumed, flowering flavor. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. If you never had it, don't say it tastes like soap. Try it first. Then you'll know it tastes like soap or perfume. My thought was, it made me reminisce of when I was a kid and you go visit your grandma, and when you get ready to leave, you got to get everybody hugs and everything, and when you reach in to give your grandma a hug, and that perfume that she was wearing, which was probably geranium back in the day, you get that taste as you breathe in, as you're reaching down to hug your grandma. That's what Lakeland reminds me of. The perfumed, flowery flavoring. That's what I'm reminiscent of. What's your thoughts? I still don't know. I know a little bit more now. But do you think that the other flavorings, the other 8 flavorings, are they Lakeland Essences? Or is it just the rose oil geranium that is a Lakeland Essence? While you think about that, you know what to do. Until next time, stuff them and puff them.